So one of the things that I noticed, and I did starting from the end of the Bible, was I noticed a lot of the events that take place in the end of the Bible also took place at the beginning of the Bible. So therefore I need to go back and figure out why those same events took place at the beginning also at the end. I need to find out all the little context clues. And when I say context clues, I want to give you an example of what a context clue is and how simple it is to understand context clues. For instance, they say I'm hungry. Well, being hungry gives you a context clue of what the possibilities are going to be next. Only so many possibilities can be brought up into the next opinionative, suggestive thought, if you want to call it that way. So for instance, I'm hungry. Even if you don't know anything about me, you know that I need food. There's only so many places you can go get food. So what I say is, there are words in there that give certain relevances to things such as location, date, time, the place, where, the how, the who, the 5 W's. Do you remember the 5 W's? The five W's. What, when, where, how, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know them myself, but they were all there. We've all learned these things as time has progressed, and we've known them and we use them a lot in our life as far as body language, as far as anything. So what I see when I look into the Bible is a lot of context clues. That's how come I believe, therefore, the Bible can be literal and non-literal at the same time. At the same time, it has different aspects for everything. If you are a person that goes into the Bible and you're looking for something to make you correct, then you've already lost and you've become blinded. I say if you have a strong 7 deadly sins, then you've become blinded by them, because the 7 deadly sins are basically moralities. If you ever read Ephesians states that the true battle in life that we fight is against morals and moralities. So if the true battle we fight is against morals and moralities, then as you look at all these things in here, I like to call it the versus state. Jesus versus this person, Jesus versus that person. So I figure, to anybody, if you start from the end, then go back to the beginning, and you go as, I am Jesus's, which one? The defendant, yes. Okay, I am Jesus's defendant, because it says we're testifying. So therefore, for a certain part, you're Jesus's attorney. Then at a certain part, you're his witness. Do you understand that? So it switches and it changes. And at the same time, you have to remember who your prosecutors are. Now, you only have God the Creator, and you only have Jesus on your team, but Satan has 7 deadly sins on his team, or 7 prosecutors on his team. So if you go back and you look at the Bible in that aspect, and you go back and you do the verses and the verses, you'll seem to find more relevance into it. Also, one of the things that I found out is, since we're testifying and we are the witnesses, remember, there's 2 different sides to the testimony. For instance, if Jesus was on the stand and he said, if somebody was to say something like, are you human? He can actually answer the question, no. Why? Because Jesus is the Son of the Creator. So therefore, that answer is actually correct. There's questions that go about that you can find in the Bible, and this is what makes it so difficult to understand. That if you go back and you read this, there's questions for Satan. If Satan was to use them, then they would